research where the influence of power resides, which is in the institution. So we need to hold the institution accountable to doing something for those Black children. So based on the findings from the Reparatory Justice Report and the consent decree, the Black children in South Bend schools deserve a reparatory justice achievement strategic plan. And these are the components of that plan. First, publicly acknowledge and apologize for the documented racial harms against Black students through a formal resolution. All restitution should start with a formal apology from the government agency that caused the harm. Then, next, to develop and adopt a comprehensive Black student achievement strategic plan by providing clear accountability measures and timelines for addressing racial disparities in educational outcomes. This plan would be extensive and inclusive of academic, behavior, and social-emotional approaches to district-wide practices, procedures, and policies centered on Black children and their peers. We would begin immediate implementation of the relevant recommendations that came directly from the report. There's about 10 of those that should be implemented today. Implementing board policies that protect Black children's well-being in the district, beginning again with the resolution to formally apologize and develop a plan for the Black student population, addressing the concerns in the report and the federal consent decree. And here is that plan, or here's that policy. This policy is currently being sponsored by Bill Snydecki that was submitted to the board on July 28, 2026 for review and consideration. To continue with the calls of action, South Bend Schools needs to enact anti-bias training specific to racism prior to the start of and throughout the school year. This is recommendation number 43 in the Reparatory Justice Report. The report suggests to hire Black certified teachers, and we also agree with that, specifically male. Research continues to show that teachers can identify with their students to increase student achievement tremendously, because higher expectations are held when you have someone that looks like you in front of you. And then we also expect to invest general fund, grant funding, and additional revenue streams into the segregated schools, Dickinson, Navarre, Harrison, Washington, and Coquillard, to ensure that they have equitable access to education and opportunity. And then the last one is huge. This is something that Black Lives Matter really hopes that the district, South Bend Schools, and I know Jordan Geiger has been in talks with one of the board members in regards to TIF funds. Evaluating the impact of South Bend Schools TIF districts on South Bend Community School Corporation. So with that said, that is why our organizations have selected these calls to action and areas to focus.